So the situation on Thailand's hotels since last year until now with the pandemic, how has it been?
After the third wave and a partial lockdown of now, almost 3 or 4 months now. So most hotels are barely surviving. The third wave, a lot of hotels took a big hit. Even the larger properties with more reserved funding are taking a big hit. So we weren't able to even open our restaurants. We couldn't hold even meetings in hotels. We were allowed 20, I think, in the red zone and then 50 in the orange zone. So that's not nearly enough for hotels to operate uh, 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 um, profitably even.
How many roughly do you think have actually closed during the pandemic?
As of April this year, 50% of hotels are closed and 50% of the workforce, hospitality workforce, are out of work or back in the provinces and are waiting for Thailand to welcome back travelers in numbers, with enough numbers to fill the large supply of hotel rooms that we do have.
Do you think it is a good sign of this new timeline set? Do you think that is something that the government is doing? Is it right direction?
Of course, yes, because otherwise, we'll have hotels, closing down. More people will be out of work. I think it's time. The government shows that they do sincerely care about hospitality, about tourism, about people's jobs. We contribute almost 20% of Thailand's GDP, so we are very important. 90% of hotels are SMEs, so they're small, family-owned, independent properties. So they contribute to our economy. So we need to keep them afloat.
Are you really confident though, because there seems to be some signs that the complete reopening might not really happen in mid-October?
I'm seeing a movement that could be done, and government agencies are working together to make that happen in Bangkok. We need that especially. So if we can open up to travelers without quarantining at all, that would be a godsend. I still have reservations because it's not just Thailand, I mean, even if we lift our restrictions, it doesn't mean that people won't travel here. They still have to pay for insurance. They still have to pay for testing, so those are our roadblocks. But another big roadblock is our own rate of infections, which is right now above 10,000 per day, and we still have over 100 deaths per day. So we are still considered by some countries as a red country. That said, though, I'm sure because over 70% of travelers coming to Thailand are repeat customers. They know our country, they know the hotels, they have friends here. They love Thailand. I'm sure there's so many people, despite what they have to do, are dying to return.
What do you think the government should be doing more to ensure the revival of this industry?
Revival of the industry, right now it's very hard to predict the future. That's one of the key challenges. We can guess. We can take a guess that it will take 2 years at least before we have the same level of tourists as we did in 2019. We know that there will be a price war, a serious price war when we open. The 5-star properties dropping rates, it will be more difficult for 3 or 4-star properties to compete, and a drop in corporate business, and meeting sector because people are Zooming or meeting remotely now. So those sectors are something that we should really look into to revive tourism. I think in the future people will be more interested in tourism products, newer tourism products, which Thailand is very capable of, such as medical wellness tourism, facilities for long stay, people who can work remotely. people who are aging, or even the millennials. We have so much to offer.
How ready our Thailand's hotels are to welcome more foreign visitors in the near future?
As long as there is demand, there are guests, there will be hotels. We've been ready since April of last year.
And thank you so much once again for joining us today.